Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. Check them out for all three so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, for your key to the week this week, you have the. Okay, that one seems to want out. You have the Fool card. All right, so the Fool has been really present for you guys recently. It's been coming up in a lot of your readings. So new things, new places, new people, new energies are showing up for you in all of these different areas of your life. I feel like this is because life is starting to get exciting for you. It's starting to bring you new everything, which is opening up new avenues, taking you in new directions, all of that good stuff. Now, when it comes to the other thing with the Fool card that I want to talk about as well, this can sometimes show up as what we think is an inconsequential moment and or meeting. But then when we look back on it in hindsight, we realize like, holy crap, that was a really instrumental moment in my life. Now, when it comes to the Fool, the other thing that I do want to say here as well, with this energy, what can sometimes show up for us is a need to invert our reality, to do something completely different. It's like, you know, when Einstein said the definition of madness or insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result. Well, this time round, the Fool card is basically saying you got to switch it up. You got to change things, right? In some way, shape or form. For your actions and options this week, you've got the Magician card. Wow. All right. So what's really interesting is in the Major Arcana, the Magician card literally follows the Fool. This is the very first card of the Major Arcana and the entire deck. This is the second card of the Major Arcana and the entire deck. And so what we have here is a clear path of progression. Your actions and options are inspired this week. They are powerful. This week, you are a master manifester. You are a master creator. Use this power wisely. You do something with it, right? Because this is in your actions and options, your words have that much more weight. What you are saying to others, what you are saying to yourself, what your self-talk is saying this week is so powerful. So you need to make sure you're keeping that shit in check. You hear me? Okay. Now, when it comes to the options that are available to you, this is potentially you rubbing shoulders with power players, right? With people that are movers and shakers, with specifically one person that really has the potential to shift or change your life, or at least amplify or broadcast you and your message in some way, shape or form. Do not sleep on this week, okay? For your communications and conversations, you've got the Star card, right? The way I love this spread, right? Already, forget the other two cards that come out, but the way I love this, the Star card in your communication sector means that a lot of the conversations that you're having this week and a lot of the ideas and plans and goals and things that you're working on, they have far-reaching ripples, right? This is really about you cementing your future in some way, shape or form. Something that happens this week really feeds into the long term of your life. When it comes to your, oh God, come on brain. When it comes to your, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, especially for those of you that are thinking about taking some kind of online course, some kind of distance learning, maybe even something to do with technology, this is a fantastic way for you to go. If you're getting into something to do with AI, if you're getting into something to do with coding, all of that kind of stuff comes under this and so much more, especially if you're thinking about doing something like digital marketing. If you're studying any of the things that I've mentioned, this week is going to cement your future in some big way. If you are employed by somebody else, the conversation that you have with your boss or a superior, somebody that's in a position to really make a difference in your work life, this week that conversation could make all of the difference, right? There's hope, there's optimism, and more importantly, there are power moves being made this week in your career. If you are a business owner, entrepreneur, solopreneur, person that works for themselves, I love this for you because this is taking you further afield, right? Whatever you are marketing, whatever you're putting out into the world, whatever you're sharing, it feeds directly into your future. And with the star card, this could be where you get a chance to be featured in some kind of radio, TV, film, especially because you've got the magician card here. This is amplification on amplification of your business. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this is like an infusion of youth, darling. As if you fucking needed any, right? Geminis are like, apart from Saturnian people, so Capricorns and Aquarians, Gemini people age, and Virgos actually, but Gemini people, because you are Mercurial, age better than anybody else in the zodiac. You already look about 12 being 50. So, you know, like, stop being greedy, but like, there's an infusion of youth and joy and fun and creativity and laughter and hope in this week, right? I just gotta say, whatever your situation, working, not working, partnered, not partnered, do not waste this week, all right? For those of you, when it comes to your love and relations, you've got that 8 of Swords. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, where you have felt like you are stuck and or in a rut, this week, I think you break out of that, right? Even with this 8 of Swords. And the reason I say that is because you've got this with the Star card. And I will say, for those of you that are forging relationships this week, as in intimate relationships and or partnerships, this is likely to be somebody, like for those of you that are single, if you meet someone this week, for those of you that have met somebody and you kind of in and are in and you skirted around each other, but you haven't really done anything about it, for those of you that are in those kinds of situations, this week, because this represents a commitment of 17 to 21 years. So for some of you, this will show up as a relationship that's about to be a very long-standing relationship in your life, potentially with a power player or someone that is, you know, doing pretty well for themselves. Another way that this could show up as well for a select few of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, or even for those of you that aren't, right? It is it's 2024 after all. This could literally be a pregnancy, right? Like there could be a long-term commitment, which would be 17 to 21 years. It's about the age that most people look after and sort of support their children. So there's that. For your money and materials, you have the Justice card. This is a brand new contract, you signing on the dotted line for something that potentially really takes your earning potential through the roof. I love the way I love this spread for you. I am so jelly that I am not a Gemini, right? This is absolutely fantastic. I love, love, love this. There is long money here, there are good connections here, there is you signing on the dotted line, making more money, there is you seeing greater returns for the effort that you're putting in this week as well. And I have to say, like, this is like, it starts now. It's not all showing up right now, but this is why I said to you right at the beginning with the Fool card, sometimes it seems at the time inconsequential, but you will remember this week for a very long time to come. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, if you do have any problems or issues, certainly things that are showing up, I don't know why, but I'm being told to tell you, especially for those, remember I'm not a doctor, can't give you medical advice, this is not a diagnosis, but for those of you that are having skin problems at the moment, please go and ask your doctor to check your kidneys. For some reason it seems to be coming from there, and for some of you potentially you're vitamin A deficient. When it comes to, again, not a doctor, can't give you medical advice, not a diagnosis. When it comes to your home and environment, for some of you this could be that you are renewing a contract on a rental. For some of you this could be that you are renewing your faith or the connections that you have in the area that you live. There is one person that comes to mind when I say that. You've got this with the Magician card as well. For some of you this could be about investing in property this week, and certainly moving forward, going ahead. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. What an incredible week it looks like for you. Let me know how it shows up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.